Hey everybody, I'll start the main video in about 30 seconds and I'll remove myself from this, but stick with me on this. I'm sure I'll take this right to about 14:59. This is about the weirdest thing I've almost ever seen. It reveals a lot and it is truly creepy, if not horrific, when you tie the things together that I potentially will try to tie together in this video. Watch this. You might want to pause, go get a six-pack, come back. You might need it. If you guessed number 2 at the opening of a train tunnel, you would be right. However, we'll see, there's much more going on here. Look, I'm not an expert in Satanic Ritual, so hopefully the What Is Real channel, RSE, or Around Saturn's Eye, will get a hold of the RT footage that I'm using here, break down the symbolism. Folks, this is a transgender Baphomet thing flying through the air. All these world leaders came in for it. Merkel, Hollande, other European leaders came in for this. There is much more going on here than meets the eye. I'll try to break it down the best I can. Here come all the dignitaries, European Parliament commissioners and prime ministers, and Hollande and Merkel, the president of Germany. Remember, this is for a tunnel opening, and I'm going to say that's impossible. It's not for a tunnel opening. There's much more going on here than meets the eye. And look around, they're all white. The kings and queens of diversity and acceptance in an all-white setting. Now, I don't care one way or another, but I will point out these hypocrites. All white hypocrites. And watch this creepy ceremony. It's not about a tunnel opening, folks. It is about something much more, which I'll get to at the end. Did you catch that? Man with woman's breasts? This is Baphomet. This is satanic. This is just more transgender creepiness. Oh, isn't that nice? The creature made them all fall down dead. And notice, this is not for the general public, just the dignitaries there in the audience. It's very private, very private. I can't even believe they allowed RT to film this. Francois, it's not creepy enough. They say it's not creepy enough. What can we do? Get the goat head. Bring in the goat head and have him parade around. Okay, yeah. It's important to remember what we're looking at here. Well, that's the president of Germany. That's the president of France speaking. It's a tunnel opening. Oh, okay, here's another creepy ceremony after they ride the train. It's not about a tunnel. I'll tell you what it is in a moment.
Je sais pas, mais regarde, il est mignon. Il est beau, il est magnifique.
Thing we can do here is find out where the small hand stops as a reference. Oh, keep stopping on the 9. Keep stopping. Time goes forward and backwards. Stops on the 9. Okay, let's look at the long hand. Where does it stop as its reference? Oh, is that 11? Stops on 11. There's somebody worshiping time. Everyone is worshiping time. Time goes forward and backwards. And the reference points are 9, 11. What a coincidence. Folks, it gets much, much worse as we continue on in this video. If I'm right about this, and who knows, but if you see what I potentially see, and when I tie it together at the end, it's pretty much the worst news one human being has ever delivered to another that didn't relate directly to that human being's health. It's mind-boggling. Stick with me on this. But before we go forward, remember what you're seeing here, because you can kind of forget, okay, it looks a little demonic, but this is a train tunnel ceremony and a tunnel opening. I can assure you, no time in the history of all of humankind, in all of our history, have world leaders come in to celebrate a train tunnel. It's just a train tunnel. Now, it is gigantic, it's massive, it's long, but in the end of the day, it's a train tunnel. So, do world leaders come in when we build a bridge, or when Amtrak, pushes a new tunnel through the Appalachians so I can get from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh? No. So what's really going on here? And I hope I'm not right, because it's very bad news. Stick with me.
You and I both know that the deep state is up to many nefarious things, not the least of which is building deep underground military bases that no one really knows about. And before we get started, I just want to ask you for your thoughts on the Denver airport, Sophia, because as serendipity would have it, we just posted on Sunday night from our friends over at Secure Team a video called Secret Doomsday Base Under Denver Airport Exposed. And I want to take folks through some of these unusual facts about the Denver airport, because I think it helps tie in what you're going to talk about, which is what in the heck is going on with the Cumberland Gap Tunnel.
So as many of you know, that was Sean from the SGT report, and he said serendipity, and I'm going to say yes, serendipity or synchronicity. Just happened to be seeing that episode today with Sophia Smallstorm, and you know where I'm going now. They're talking about when they build underground, whether it be the Denver airport or these tunnels, they go billions over budget, they go years beyond, and they're building a whole lot more, folks, than what it seems. Now, Sean speaks to Sophia Smallstorm for about 40 minutes, and unfortunately, from everything I've seen, her crazy out there theory is probably true, and it's really bad news. So she says the Denver airport, we've heard of all the weird stuff and all these underground tunnels and underground bases, and they're really building these things. And what she was saying is like that Cumberland Gap Tunnel. They'll build the tunnel, but what else are they building in there that's past a train tunnel? Or why is it going $3 billion over, or a year over, when it should be completed if it's just about a train tunnel. So she's saying they're building these underground bases for the breakaway civilization. The elites, the Illuminati, the New World Order, whatever, at some point will go underground, just like in the movie Deep Impact. They go underground, leave the rest of us to fend for ourselves, which most of us will die. And as crazy as that sounds, and I'm sure people are thinking that's just absurd. Watch the Sophia Smallstorm episode of the SGT report, and then go research Catherine Austin Fitts and some of her interviews with the breakaway civilization regarding the New World Order. Tying it back around is, think of what we just saw. We saw world leaders go to celebrate a tunnel being built through the Alps, I guess, in Switzerland. Then we saw a very strange and demonic ritual, a private ceremony for these European elites, all white, all look the same. And you think, you have to stop and say, what's really going on? So what Sophia Smallstorm would probably say is, that's not just a train tunnel, folks. They built much more underground, and they are celebrating that they are that much closer to going underground and putting forth the breakaway civilization.